All right, we're back from our short break. Looks like we've run over time just a tiny bit, so sorry about that if you're only just getting back and you're like, hang on, where did these guys go? They're just going to have a beer break out the back. I've managed to catch up with Marc Pinyol, who had that huge crash in his first run. Looks like he's all right. We already saw you come back out anyway, so we knew you were okay. But just tell us, what happened with that California roll?
Well, I was working with this trick pretty hard this last month, so I was really thinking that I would deal good with it here. But my last attempt was actually here in Berlin 6 years ago, so I was like a kind of overexcited. So I think I just turned too fast, and it makes my bike go a little bit to the front wheel like to the front, and I could not catch the handlebar. Then I just have to let it go. And well, it happens, it can happen, but I'm happy that I'm okay. The landings works perfectly, and yeah, I feel good. I did the synchro, the west whip, and well, it's part of the game, I guess.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. It's part of the game, but nobody wants to crash. Oh, it looks like you've already got some fans on here. Oh, is that Kiko? Or maybe it's a different Kiko. So we've already got YouTube comments on there. So if you've got any questions in the next couple of minutes, ask them for Marc Pinyol right now. He can read them while I'm talking. So you had been practicing that for the last month. You were feeling pretty good in the foam pit. You came in here, I mean, this is when you were asking to have that little bit extra run up because you take off sitting down, side saddle, holding your seat. How weird and how difficult is that to jump, to even do the trick?
Yeah, as you said, I'm going can-can. I'm just with one hand on the handlebar, so just to jump straight, it's complicated like this. That's why I asked this meter, as you said. I prefer to do directly the trick right now than to jump straight because it's, then I know that, okay, I go for it. It's like the backflip. When you go, you go. So, yeah, it's like this. It's complicated to jump straight, so I just went directly for the trick.
Man, it was gnarly. Like, to be honest, as I said to these guys on the live stream before, I was watching it, like, okay, I think he's going to come with something new. You're the kind of rider that none of us really know what's going to happen. And you like to surprise us a little bit. I did not expect that at all. But you survived it. The big airbag did its job, just like what you said. That was fantastic to see. We do have another competition tomorrow night. Do you feel like you're comfortable enough? I know the bike caught you, but you feel comfortable enough tomorrow night. Would you go for that trick again, do you think?
I don't know. My idea is to wake up and let's see how my body feels. I would not lie, I would love, but I also want to be safe. So tomorrow morning I will make the choice. Michael was pushing me to do it again tomorrow, maybe to look for another ramp and try there. But when I wake up, I will see, because as I told you, it was working perfectly, and I think it was just some mental game that I need just to work on it. So I'm ready to do it again. I'm ready to do it again.
You said about doing it off of a different ramp. That was the 9 meter that not many guys have hit tonight, because it's a little bit flatter. You're not going as high, and I guess onto these landings, you probably want to get that pop on the 8 meter, but you elected to go for the flatter ramp. Does that make this trick easier, or are we giving out too many secret tips to the guys at home?
For me, after I broke my hand, I was kind of struggling to sit bounce on the 8 meters, so that's why I chose the 9. And I was feeling good in the sit bounce when I tested in practice and all good. And I remember that when was World Championship, I was doing the Cali-Roll on that ramp. So I was feeling good back in days on that ramp, and I said, okay, it's good enough to do it, so that's why I chose that ramp. I think the ramp was not the problem. The problem was me, that I was overexcited, actually. So I need to work on that. Not on the ramps, I can do it in different ramps, but I need to work on myself.
Not a problem at all. It sounds like we might have a question pop up here. Any plans to bring the inside roll back anytime soon? Would love to see what other sort of combos you could add to it. Oh, and I don't know if you've seen, but John Matthews, this guy is all about FMX. He knows everything that's going on. A little bit of a savant, no, maybe more like a historian. He just knows everything that's going on. So you created the inside roll. where you do a seat grab and then kind of like a front flip where your body goes over. Nobody else has ever done this trick. One, have you done a combo with it? And two, would we see other tricks like this from you?
The inside roll, I want to do it again. I will not lie. I want to do it again. Would be my life goal to do it again. I was planning to do it in 2020. I felt ready for that, and then COVID starts and just killed all my motivation. So this year I want to keep working in my big tricks and all this to finally arrive to the inside roll again. This is my main goal. So yes, I want to do it again, but I don't know how soon or how late it will be.
Fair answer. The technicality in that trick, is it something where you feel like you have to be already 100% on point? Like you said, you need to have a whole bunch of tricks and you feel good? Oh man, can you guys even hear anything? There are like 250cc. You can hear us perfectly? Okay, Mark can't hear me because there's 250cc two-stroke chainsaws in the background from Still Power Sports doing a competition to see how fast they can cut some timber. I don't know if you can see that on your screen. We can see it here on the Plan B screen. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that question. No. So to do the inside roll, you were saying it's almost like you need to be 100% with every other trick. Then you feel like you can just put that extra energy into the inside roll. So it's that mentally demanding.
Yes, the inside roll gave me almost everything, but almost took me everything also when I broke my hand with it. So mentally I want to feel good with the rest of my round before I want to add the inside roll. Because I think it's a trick that you really need to feel good with all the rest. So I don't want to struggle with it because I know that if I start to feel bad on the inside roll, I will not work good in the other tricks. That's why I want to keep it like the last one. Yeah.
All right. I love to sound that. Like it sounds like we've got a bit of a future with the inside roll. Any other? Are you thinking about any other body varials? But are there any other tricks that you're interested to try that you'd be happy to talk about, or something you've got in the future?
Well, it's not right now. I'm not working in any new tricks, just in some tricks that you already see before in 2020. So I got like kind of good like the surfer takeoff also in the long distance ramp and a good flip cliff hand. I was working good also home, but today I was really planning to go for the Cali and kind of take a safe round and just do for the Cali. But I think the surfer takeoff on the long distance nobody else is doing right now. So I really want to work on that again. Whoop.
All right, I've just found my button. We've been kicked out. Everything's gone dark. Thank you very much, Mark, for that interview, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, Steve. So see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. That's a good way. I mean, we didn't even have to do exit stage left right there. It was just like, lights out. All right, this is going to give me a break so I don't blow my voice out. I just realized how loud this arena here is in Berlin. When I walked out of here in the break and I was just trying to talk to the guys, I already realized I was blowing my voice out because I can't hear anything. It's so loud. So, again, I'm very sorry if I've completely destroyed your ears at home or wherever you are all around the world. It could even be seat A or row 8, seat B.